Okay, you guys, I told you we did not have only Marines. Next up on deck, we have a real funny guy. U.S. Navy sailor, please give it up for Bradford Deck.
She lied, I know what she wants. I know what she wants. Gassed up shawty, said I need my 40. Pull up to the party.
Dolphins. They go to therapy. Very sensitive of them. They serve in the military, patriotic too. And sometimes they think about harming themselves. I know, suicidal. Just like me. But speaking of veterans, my 9-year-old grandfather, he passed away a couple years ago. Lived in one farmhouse his entire life. So I thought it was very strange he took a full-page obituary in the newspaper. But stranger than that, half of that obituary was about his time in the Army, which would be fine, like no disrespect here, right, Veterans Day? But he was in the Army for like 3 years. Like his life to newspaper ratio was completely off. So as I'm reading this obituary, it's essentially a novel. I see like chapters and chapters of his old military buddies, like Gravel-Faced Grover and Blisterfoot McGee. And like one sentence for his 3 grandkids. So reluctantly, I had to go back to Iowa for his funeral. You know, and I wasn't happy either. And but going back to Iowa is very interesting for me because I live in Southern California now. So to all the Iowans, I'm like a D-list celebrity. And they have these like passive-aggressive questions about my culture. But without fail, I always get the question is, how do you afford to live there? It's not a well-intentioned question. They want to hear like some like horror story. Like I'm a corner boy in the streets of San Diego looking for strange. Thank you. But you know, to prove to them I'm not selling my flower to pay my rent, I have to break out my budget. And this pissed my family off, right? In their defense, it was during the funeral. But in my defense, I already read the book. I don't need to see the fucking funeral. You know, like just speaking of like aggression, like I just hate like the Southern California aggression I currently live in. Like I much prefer the East Coast aggression. Yeah, someone likes it. But like I was like ordering a latte the other day. I can't even order milk without getting like a ugh. But you know, I'm working with this East Coast guy. I gently pat him on the back and say, "Hey, buddy, you know, let's get to work." And he punches me in the chest, and all the masculinity left my body, and I yelled, "Ah!" And he says, "Don't you effing touch me." And he said, "Sir, sir, you have great boundary setting." If you can't tell by that story, I'm definitely a company man. Or some of you refer to me in the office as like a kiss ass. I just generally get along with management, you know, because they are like me, you know, straight, white, small dick. Typical things you see at management. It hits. I don't know, just like, and I like the team bonding events. I like to get to know people. And everyone hates them because they think they're fake, and they are, definitely. But like I have an idea for one. It's like The Purge, office style. Yeah, there you go. But if you don't know what The Purge is, right, it's a movie where there's 24 hours of lawlessness, no consequences whatsoever, right? You can't kill your coworkers. It's a Purge office style. But like you could do things like, I don't know, like, microwave all the broccoli and fish in the break room you want. Oh, the dream. Or we could, I don't know, like a passive-aggressive emails turn aggressive. Or we can call out a company on the fake activism, right? No, it doesn't hit. It hits back there, though. But no, like, I mean, like, you know, being the kiss ass I am, I want to get ahead in the company. You know, I'm a young man. I need to get some money. I'm about to have a family. Like, I would say something like, This company's been on the right side of history for 100 years, ever since it was started by Donald Trump Sr. Oh, we like him. All right, thank you guys.
Give it up for Bradford one more time, guys.